What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 11 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. For one last time, we are taking the Palkia team out for a run. If you haven't checked out my 4 rental teams video for the month, I highly recommend you do. It has definitely some better teams than this one, but this one is still fun to use. So looking at my opponent's first team, it is Xerneas. It is Xerneas with Rotom, with a Landorus, a why am I forgetting everything's name? Lapras, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. So, I mean, Chansey is huge here. Shuckle, both Chansey and Shuckle are huge. The question is, what else do I want to bring? Liepard Hatterene isn't bad. I'm gonna do Indeedee Hatterene. Palkia just doesn't do much. I'm gonna do Indeedee Hatterene with Chansey and Shuckle. Nope, come on, controller drift. This is not the time. Come on. And Shuckle in the back. So I think it's fine to leave Palkia behind here, just because of the fact that Xerneas and Amoonguss both do really well into it. Yeah, and I think we can set up pretty clearly here. You can't really... We also have safety goggles on Indeedee, which is really big for us, as we will see Instant Rotom Heat, which is fine. That is really clear sort of redirection Trick Room, because you can't go for a Fake Out, which is huge. I obviously don't care about Intimidate, and then what? Worst case, you get up a Nasty Plot. But even then, a double up into Rotom will be able to KO it, and I'm kind of fine to leave the Ensign alone. So we go for a Follow Me and a Trick Room, and then we can, like I said, we can potentially go for a double up onto the Rotom, depending on if it wants to set up. I might just go straight for a Misty or a G-Max Smite into the Ensign and then swap out. We'll see. It kind of depends on what my opponent goes for this turn. We will see just no switches out, no maxes. Probably a Snarl from Ensign. As, yep, it is going to be a Nasty Plot. It should be a Nasty Plot as well as a Snarl from the Ensign. As it is just a straight U-turn, which is actually better for me. Indeedee takes that very, very well. What? You have... probably Xerneas in the back, and the question is, what is the other one? So if we see the other one, that's good, because it reveals a lot of information, as it is going to be Amoonguss. So Amoonguss is perfect. We definitely have we have a Follow Me and Expanding Force so easily here. Follow Me, followed by just an Expanding Force onto the Rotom. Yeah, the safety goggles are huge because it makes it so you can't put me to sleep, and that means that we can potentially we won't survive a turn, but we should be able to at least KO the Amoonguss. And I think with the Amoonguss gone, we're in really good shape. We will see a swap out from the Amoonguss. That's fine. Is that Xerneas? That's Ensign. Ensign is also fine here. We are going to be able to... We're going to be able to eat up an attack. So what that means is we can actually... Oh. We are going to see the max come out from Rotom, which with G-Max, or with the... What am I trying to say? The damage from Hatterene should still be fairly sufficient to pick up a... If not a KO, like put it in very low range. Probably, I'm hoping for half. As we will get the Follow Me off, we will have to take, I'm assuming, a Heat. Okay, so Ensign, let's see how much this does into Rotom. It's a bulkier Rotom than I would have liked. Max Lightning. Lightning... Okay, so Ensign just switched out. Ensign can Fake Out. So I want to bring out Chansey. I bring out Chansey. I go for a max smite and a seismic toss. Yeah, the double up should KO Rotom. We go for the seismic toss here, as well as a Gmax smite. How much is expanding forces base? Okay, yeah. Gmax smite. Let's go for a max mindstorm actually, because that'll do more. So this should pick up the KO, and from here, right, like Amoonguss doesn't really do much. Once we get rid of Rotom, right, like we still do have to worry about Xerneas, but if we can power split it, we do have Sturdy on Shuckle, so we do have the ability to power split the Xerneas and guard split, so that can significantly sort of help us out. We should see a fake out. Yep, onto Chansey. That's totally fine with me. We'll get the max Mindstorm off into Rotom. This should be a KO. Is that a KO? Looks like it. That's perfect. Because now at this point we can set up pretty effectively. Yeah, we can KO Amoonguss, not let Xerneas set up, and then we can go for... Sorry, Chansey. We can start minimizing at this point, which is really good for us. Hatterene absolutely putting in work right now. Amoonguss is going to come out. Amoonguss is fine. Yeah, Amoonguss is fine. We go for a minimize here, as well as a... Yeah, we can go for another max Mindstorm here. If you're not if you're not Sash on Amoonguss, that's fine. That's totally fine with me. We can... This should still do a significant chunk into Amoonguss. It's good damage. In all honesty, yeah. Through a Protect, that's awesome. We will see the minimize off. You probably, are going to Snarl? You should Snarl if you have it, yeah. Snarl is fine. We can... We move before the Amoonguss. Let's go for a second minimize and... How many turns of Trick Room are left? There is... Oh, this is the last turn of Trick Room. I'm gonna smite into Ensign just because I want to set up the Trick Room. We probably actually can't do that. Let's see how much Smite does. We do have the chance of Confusion, which is really big. I would have liked a little bit more damage, but you know, it's fine. We do get the double Confusion off. Amoonguss. Oh, Amoonguss is okay. Faster, and it looks like it's gonna. Oh, Magic Bounce. Oh, that's huge. I totally forgot about that. That's hilarious. That means that we can set up again. We can set up a Trick Room again and not worry about... Oh, God, I totally forgot about Magic Bounce, meaning I can't be spored. That's huge. We go for our final minimize as well. Nope. We go for, if my controller wants to work, minimize. On Chansey, we go for a Trick Room. Here, when we set that up, that means I can switch out into Shuckle, and it looks like, yeah, they are going to cancel. I think at this point they kind of saw the writing on the wall. So Hatterene absolutely putting in work. We didn't even need Shuckle, and overall, I think a really good battle, and we didn't really get into the point where it was stally, which is kind of always the objective. But like I said, overall, really good first battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is a Kyogre team. It is Zapdos Kyogre with Ferrothorn, Porygon 2, Ensign, and Grimmy. I like Indeedee Palkia with Chansey and Shuckle. Right, we do have Indeedee. We do have to be a little bit careful of Body Press Ferrothorn. But if we set up we should be in a good position. We also do have body press of our own on Palkia. Yeah, you have no way of changing the terrain. Let's go with these 4. I think this is probably our strongest bet. We do have to be a little bit cognizant of Grimmsnarl going for... what's it called? We have to be careful of it going for Spirit Break. But at the same time, that's not real... no, because we have Follow Me, so it's fine. We essentially are going to sacrifice Indeedee for setting up, which is fine. Your only spread move is Kyogre, which is also not too big of an issue. That lets us set up pretty effectively, as we will see Kyogre Incin. Kyogre Incin is fine with me. I follow me Spatial Rend into Kyogre. Yeah, that's fine. What is Ferrothorn speed relative to... What is Ferrothorn's minimum speed? Ferrothorn is like 20, right? Yeah, speed 20. Okay, so 22 means you actually are tying Shuckle. No. We go for a Follow Me and Trick Room. Just because the Trick Room is safe. We are going to see the Instant swap out. This should be into Ferrothorn. Yep, there's Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is fine. We do, like I said, have Body Press into it, so I don't think my opponent really is going to expect that. Water Spout, if this KOs Indeedee, Palkia absolutely eats that. Yeah, so that's going to let us easily set up Chansey, and I think even... Yeah, I think even if... Shuckle, I think... Oh, God, I think Shuckle also has 22 speed because of the fact that it's not minimum. Check summary. You're 22, right? Yeah, you're 22. That's bad. It's fine. It's fine. You're not going to be able to KO me. We could... Let's actually just guard split Palkia and go for a body press onto Ferrothorn. And then... Okay, we're going to see a max. This could be a max Ferrothorn. That is a possibility. Right? We are going to see max Ogre. Okay, max Ogre is fine. Let's see how this kind of plays out. This lets us guard split onto you. This is risky, though, because we are potentially putting Shuckle in a vulnerable position. As Leech Seed comes out onto Palkia, that's fine. Let's see how much this body press is going to do. I'm hoping for a KO. I would love a KO. That... Oh, Jesus Christ. Max Geyser into Shuckle. Shuckle should take that. Yep. Perfect. This is where things get awkward, though, because Shuckle... Shuckle can be speed tied with Ferrothorn. I'm gonna actually switch out. I'm gonna switch out into Chansey for Shuckle, and then try to... Yeah, so we bring out Chansey here, and we go for another... actually, Spatial Rend is... No, it's not very effective. We go for another body press here. And then we should be hopefully in range of Seismic Toss KOing. Seismic Toss should be able to KO the Ferrothorn. Smart play. Body Press should... If it's a crit, I would love a crit right now. It's not a crit. I think a double up will KO Ferrothorn, though. Palkia is running low. Max Geyser. Let's see how much this does. It shouldn't do that much into into Palkia. Palkia takes that. Palkia should survive. So what we do is do I think you protect? That's the question. Do I say, hey, you're gonna protect Ferrothorn? I could also just ignore Ferrothorn, which I think is fine. We've seen Leech Seed. Oh my god. Chansey. Okay, wait. How many turns of Trick Room are left? There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. So what we do is we actually double up Ferrothorn. Because now what happens, right, is Palkia... Iron Defense. Okay. Iron Defense, scary. We... okay, so it is Iron Defense Body Press, which is great. Seismic Toss comes out. We do at least have guaranteed damage onto you. We should not be KOing you with Body Press as a result. Please KO anyway. Oh, that's so bad. Iron Barbs. Okay, but. Okay, we're going to lose Palkia. You max Geyser into Chansey. Into Palkia. Perfect. So this is where the question of how slow is your Ferrothorn comes out. Because if you're min speed and we lose the speed tie, we cannot KO you. But you're gonna recover so much HP. Like that thing is gonna go to like half. Yeah, over half. Let's guard swap and just start going for. Yeah, let's just try to guard swap and go for a minimize and hope that we can survive long enough. We do have 1 turn of Trick Room to work with, and we can just ignore Ferrothorn, I think. Minimize and guard split onto Chansey. That's, like I said, it's our only hope. Okay, perfect. Ferrothorn is protecting. I don't have a reason to attack into you. I want to just do this. That's going to let me get set up. It means that you are going to get a significant amount of HP back, and you should, Water Spout? You should Water Spout to KO Shuckle, but that's going to do like 10 damage into Chansey. That did a lot more than I would have liked, in all honesty. But what this does mean is we can... Okay, rain stops, that's big. We can go for a soft-boiled. We should soft-boiled at this point. We are very low. We will outspeed you because of the ending of Trick Room. I think, yeah, we have to... I can't beat this Ferrothorn, unfortunately. But I can try. We go for a... I still have my max. Hatterene could have been... Hatterene wouldn't have been better. Liepard would have been really good. So you're trying to reset Rain. You're going to bring up Porygon 2. Porygon 2 also has Recover. Oh, that's cute. You're going to Recover Stall me. Because you can recover more than I can do with Chansey. So at this point... Yeah, because you hit the Leech Seed and because you hit the Body Press... You are going to be able to recover more than I can deal to you using a combination of Protect. Is there any way I can win this? No. You know, just because I can't win this doesn't mean I can't waste people's time. But that was very well done. Ferrothorn definitely is a thorn in the side of this team. Especially because they did hit the double Leech Seed. I think if we had managed to avoid it on Chansey, if we'd managed to avoid it on Chansey, we would have been able to stall out Ferrothorn. But yeah, you Iron Defense, because you're recovering so much, you're just trying to get the KO on me. Porygon probably Trick Rooms. Yeah, you're gonna Trick Room so you can go first. So that way I don't know when to recover. As I'll let you have the satisfaction of picking up the knockout. I know that for some people it matters a lot, we'll just keep slamming Seismic Toss into you. Not that it matters, but I mean, if we can KO Ferrothorn, which we can't, you also are gonna hit the body press, so that's huge. We go for a Seismic Toss because we're only at like -2 evasion, and it looks like I'm pretty sure that you're gonna recover back to full. Back to full from the amount of HP that you steal from me, right? You're getting 1/16 back, plus Chansey puts you right up there, if not full, very close. Oh yeah, you're back to full. I actually cannot win. We'll run. We'll give it to you. I mean, it is obviously a shortcoming of the team. Having ways of recovery is never fun, and this was just kind of that example. So definitely shout out to my opponent for showing the flaw. I'm glad we didn't have to Chansey stall that in the end, but yeah, overall I think still a solid second battle. Not Shuckle. Ferrothorn, something to be aware of, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is another Kyogre team. It is Kyogre, Whimsicott, Thundurus with Cinderace and Moongus and Charizard. So this team is very special focused. The only real threat is going to be that Thundurus and that Cinderace. Indeedee, Palkia, Chansey, Shuckle, probably. I feel like you bring Kyogre, Thundurus, Cinderace, and Amoonguss. So we're really gonna rely on the damage output of Palkia here. So one of the things about this team that I think is up for debate is Palkia having leftovers as opposed to the Lustrous Orb, because of the question of, is the boost you get from Body Press really worth it? And I think in that last video, it really is a question of not really. Whereas the damage output is important. We are going to see, okay, so we do see Ogre Wimmy, so that's always really great to see. We can go for, yeah, we set up the terrain. You can't change that back. This is good for me because your lead does not really like whatever I want to do. So we can try and set up early. You can't taunt me, which is also really huge. We can go for a follow me in the event you want to go for a taunt, which you actually cannot. You actually can't taunt. I'm just going to go for an Expanding Force and a Trick Room. I don't think... Oh, you could Moonblast. So that was actually a bad play. Unless you have Trick Room of your own, in which case it's fine. We will see a straight Dazzling Gleam, so it actually didn't end up mattering. Palkia absolutely eats that. Probably up a Water Spout from Kyogre. So we will lose Indeedee. We will lose Indeedee, but we do get to set up Trick Room. So that means we can immediately get Chansey Rockin'. So that's good. Palkia also going to get a nice little boost. We are probably not going to max anything. So we bring out Shuckle. We go for the easy guard split onto Chansey as we swap that out. And then taking advantage of the speed, we're in really good shape. So we go for a guard split here. And we bring out Chansey here. And from this point, right, we just threaten really good defenses. And we can start setting up with Chansey pretty safely, right? Especially if you don't have what's it called, Trick Room on Whimsicott, which I don't think you do, given the fact that we saw Dazzling Gleam. So we'll see how that works out. This is a little bit different of a Chansey than I normally run. Normally I run max defense, max special defense, but this is max defense, max HP, which we'll see how it plays out. Chansey, yeah, absolutely takes that. So the big question now is, do you have okay, so Dazzling Gleam is fine. We can just immediately proceed to start setting up with Chansey. We actually don't have a way to hit this Wimmy with Palkia, which, you know, is the price we pay. I can just max to max. I guess I max to max. Yeah, let's just max to max. We can space our max Wormwind here and set up a minimize with Chansey. This will at least significantly reduce the amount of damage Water Spout can do. And we do have to be a little bit cognizant of what they have in the back. I'm assuming it's Cinderace. So we are going to see no max from them, or if they're maxing, they're slower. If they max with Kyogre, I feel like that puts us in an advantageous position, but they're probably not going to do that. I would be really shocked if they do. We do get nice and beefy. The triple minimize obviously doesn't really matter if you have 100% accuracy, but you know it can matter. So we will get the Wormwind off. This should hopefully do half to Kyogre. Not quite half. Yeah, this is an example of where having the Lustrous Orb would have made a big difference. But it's fine. Okay, we will see Thunder. Thunder, it should be Thunder and Dazzling Gleam. Yep, Dazzling Gleam. It's going to miss Chansey. That's perfect. That's going to... Palkia is going to live, which means that we have a second attack onto you, and we can continue to set up Chansey. We can do this. Let's go for another minimize. We do obviously have to be cognizant of, like I said, what they have in the back. As we do begin the game of stalling out with Chansey, which is always fun. Kyogre is nice and low. We get to +6 with Chansey, and then we can start Seismic Tossing, because it should be another, Thunder into Palkia. Palkia survives, which is a big deal. It's actually not. Palkia goes down. We now begin everyone's favorite part of the video, which is spamming recovery with Chansey. Mama Egg ain't no joke. We get one more minimize off. We minimize one more time, we recover, and then we try to KO Kyogre. I would switch out if I were you. What's nice is Cinderace. If it's Cinderace, the max fighting type or max fighting attack is not going to be very effective. I mean, not very effective. It's going to be low base power, so we can take advantage of that. We also do have the technical advantage that we have stored power, secret tech, as I think they're starting to play for timer now. But what happens is if we can kill their time, that also counts as a win for us. So we'll do that. We will see an Ice Beam. You will hit. Proud of you. That did something. Rain stops. So probably protect on Kyogre as your last move. And Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Weirdness is going to disappear. We want a soft boiled. We want to be as quick as possible. Save as much time as we can. It looks like, yeah, they're going to try and stall out their time. But given how much time is left on the clock, I don't necessarily know if you'll be able to pull that off. Chansey absolutely taking nothing. Thunder, you do hit Thunder. That's a big deal. We do get the soft boiled off. I am going to just go for a Seismic Toss onto the Ogre, because I think Ogre is doing more damage, and that chance of paralysis is really big. And then the big question, like I said, is, I mean, you definitely have to have Cinderace in the back. I would be shocked if you don't. Right? You should have Cinderace. You should max it. So this is actually a little bit tricky because of the fact that you can go for your Pyro Ball. In which case, I just spend 3 turns clicking Soft Boiled and hoping that that's enough, which it should be. We are going to see, yeah, it is Cinderace. So I think the correct play now is to Soft Boiled for 3 turns with the idea of wasting your max and saying, hey, if you're going to hit me, I'm going to try and recover as much as possible. 3 max knuckles is scary, or what? 2 max knuckles and a pyro ball is probably the scariest. But let's see. Yeah, it is going to be Cinderace. 3 I think we can take a pyro. Let's see how much pyro ball does. Max defense, max HP. So we do have that going for us. Oh, wow. That's really cool tech. Okay. So Sunny Day means Pyro Ball coming to the face. Okay, so you are going to max Knuckle. Let's see how much that does. Like I said, we are going to have to deal with 2 and a Pyro Ball. 271. I think with soft boiled we should be good. I think if we can finish off Cinderace's max, we should be in a good spot. So we go for another soft boiled, 447 versus 6. Yeah, because then the only threat is Cinderace, which, like I said, you're trying to stall time. It looks like, which, I mean, you can run out of time too. I don't think we're gonna hit the 3. We shouldn't hit 3-minute mark, as far as I can see. There's just a ton of time left on the clock, so you're gonna withdraw Wimmy into Survey says Amoonguss. Amoonguss is fine. Second max knuckle comes out. Yeah, you're going for 2 max knuckles. 2 max knuckles into a Pyro Ball. But what if we can? So what's nice is we're seeing you do have Life Orb. So your damage or your attacks are limited. You can only hit so many times. We are going to be at full to take this last hit. And so all we need to do is avoid a Spore. If we can avoid the Spore, then we should be fine. This is, I mean, what? It's Stab in the Sun, base 160 versus 90 at +2. Come on. Come on, Chansey. If we live this, I feel really good about the potential endgame. Yes. Dodge the Spore. Yes. Sick. Okay. We get the soft boiled off. At this point, we can go for a Seismic Toss onto the Cinderace. Yeah, we just need to beat Cinderace at this point, which is going to be taking recoil. You can't go for a high jump kick. So I say we do 1 Seismic Toss here and then go for a soft boiled, just to try and preserve HP. You are going to miss, which is great. You're going to go for the Spore. You're going to miss. Everyone's favorite moment of the video. Boom. Good damage. I'm going to go for another Seismic Toss here and then probably soft boiled, because you should be in range of dying to your own. Yeah, that's rough. Oh, you have Pollen Puff. Pollen Puff means we target the Amoonguss. Good to know. Okay. So Pollen Puff means we change our target from Cinderace to Amoonguss. You no longer have the boost. I want a soft boiled. I don't need to soft boiled. Let's Seismic Toss here. Yeah, because we should be able to take 2 hits. Pollen Puff is fine. We just need to target into this spot. Yeah, because now Wimmy should be in range of 1 hit. So we want to try to, if we KO the Amoonguss, we're in good shape. Pyro Ball, I think, only has 8 PP. Let me check. Pyro Ball has 5. Okay, so that does have 8. So you've used 3 already. So worst case, you have 5 more. After that, you will be using a jump kick, which is never fun for anyone. You, it looks like, are trying to stall as much as you can. I still don't think we'll hit the 3 minutes. We will see Protect on Amoongus. That's fine. Pyroball is going to miss. Heck yeah, Chansey. We can just keep spamming the A button as your time is down to 3 minutes. Okay, so you're at 3. You have 4 turns left. I don't think you'll be able to meet time requirements there. I think you might actually run out first. So we're just going to chill. Yeah, so honestly, what happens now is if you hit me, I go for a Seismic Toss the subsequent turn. You would, yeah, we can Seismic Toss the subsequent turn and then just keep pressuring the Amoongus slot. I don't, like I said, I don't think you'll be able to make it to the 3 minute mark. We will see a Pyro Ball. It'll miss again. Perfect. We will see Spore. It does hit. So that's a little scary. We are, okay, so this is our mandatory turn of sleep. So we do have the chance of waking up. Let's go for a soft boiled here. I think what you should do, what I can do is I can actually stall out your Cinderace now. Yeah, I can stall out your Cinderace and force you to use either High Jump Kick or whatever other attack you have. We are going to see Amoongus swap out into... Oh, Wimmy's at full? Perfect. We just keep targeting into the into this slot. You're at 205. You at this point should be spamming moves as fast as possible. But it looks like you're not, so I mean that's fine. You're playing your timer. We can, yeah, we target down. Oh, you're gonna swap out Cinderace? That's interesting. You're giving up your attack boost. Chansey fast asleep, that's fine. Oh, are you trying to... You're at 3 Pokemon, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to continuously cycle and use Amoongus to heal. Okay, that's actually really smart. Because now what you can do is you can keep cycling out. Yep, you can do that. You can Pollen Puff. And now... Okay, so this is now a guessing game. You're going to protect... Because now what you can do is you Pollen Puff there. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. You're trying to make it so you can stall off timer, but you have 1:36 left. You're taking some time. So I'm hoping that you just run out of time. Which, you know, is a win con. We are going to see this. Yep, the Cinderace is going to withdraw. You're going to send out Wimmy here. So you're going to then go for another... Oh, You're hitting the Spores, too. So that's also not good. But we haven't seen the 3 minute mark. I'm spamming as fast as I can. You're also spamming pretty quickly. You should switch out into Cinderace. Because that's the thing, right? I just have to hit one button. I'm spamming A. We are going to see Rage Powder. That's fine. You're going to Rage Powder until you're low. Then you're going to swap out into Cinderace. Yeah, this is going to be close. You're trying to waste as much time as you can, as I'm trying to waste as much time as I can. Yeah, you're using things like Tailwind. 115. Okay, I think if you're spending 10 seconds per turn, that's 7 turns. We haven't seen the timer yet, so I think it's going to be close. Yeah, you should just be spamming the A button. Yeah. We're both spamming the A button. Seismic Toss. You're going to go for... I'm just going to keep spamming A into your slot. 105. You're using 7 seconds. So that means you have... what? 60 is 10, 12. You have 12 turns left. Cotton Spore. That's fine. You're going for a Spore. That's perfect. Seismic Toss. We just are going to target into the Amoongus slot until you switch out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Cotton Spore, you're gonna lower my defense. Oh, you're gonna lower my speed. Come on. We can win off time. Okay, they have 48 seconds left. They have to choose. They have to choose. Okay, so we're gonna see them spam protect. That's fine. This turn should bring us down to 2 minutes. This should be the 2-minute mark at the end of this turn. My finger is just not leaving the A button. Harsh Sunlight Fades. Okay, you're getting all this stuff. That's giving you more time. You should go for it again. Come on. 43. 5. Okay. Ugh. Tailwind to fail. Okay. Spore fails. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so it looks like we're not going to take this one either. We are just running Amoonguss and Ferrothorn just happen to be two very good counters into the team. Just given how the fact that they have access to recovery, we just happen to run into both Pollen Puff Amoonguss and Body Press Ferrothorn with Leech Seed, which like I said, are just the two biggest answers into this team. We did get them close. 35 seconds, you know, is no joke. Luckily, it is the end. We are going to see the Amoonguss swap out into Cinderace. So that tells me that you are going to... I guess I couldn't know because you have like it just so happens that they happen to have the perfect answer into Chansey, which I mean props to them for playing it out. You are going to swap here into Amoonguss. Yeah. Because you can't afford to... Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, we're going to see the Amoonguss come out here. Bounce, that's fine. Predict the switch. They're doing a really good job at using moves that take up a lot of time. Seismic Toss, perfect, into Amoonguss. Amoonguss is going to protect or whatever. Yeah, they're at 24. So they finish until 0. You know, it was a good run, but I think this is a very appropriate place to end it. We talked about how we hadn't really done a lot of Chansey stalling. And we finally did it. So we'll be playing some other teams until the end of the month, then we'll do the same old, do the new teams, and then hopefully I'll be able to get streaming then. So look out for that. Look out for some cool stuff coming up. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.